everyone and welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a 6-month check-in, and I'm doing this as a video in June because June marks 6 months into the year, and I'm hoping that I'm going to go through some of the things I've achieved this year, some of the things I want to still achieve, and also my goals for the next 6 months and what I want to really try and do, and what I really want to try and do daily, weekly, monthly, and just overall. So if you're interested in this sort of video, and it's kind of like a reset, I suppose, it's probably going to be titled June Reset, but this June Reset is going to encompass a 6 monthly goal type section to the reset, because yes, we're 6 months into the year of 2024. Who would believe it? I don't even feel like that's real saying it. We're 6 months into the year of 2024.
I'm trying to remain so strong. I know it's good if I'm wrong. I got it. I gotta go, run.
So one of the things I wanted to say at the very start of this reset is I wanted to address some things that may be in your mind as to where I've been. I have been overwhelmed, I've been exhausted, and I have been burnt out. I've been working 2 different jobs in one environment setting, and I do have a 2-hour break in between my 2 shifts, but there's nothing I can do. I can't actually do anything for YouTube in those 2 hours. And because of the way my shifts are and the way they're set out, it's like I'm there the whole day. And I'm leaving the house at like 11 o'clock in the morning, and then I'm getting back at like 6:30, nearly 7 o'clock some days. And it's like I don't have any time for YouTube. So the reason that there's not been any mental health videos for about 4 weeks is simply because I've not had the time. I've not had the energy or the time to film anything for you guys. And I'm so sorry. But hopefully this June reset is going to mark the start of something new, as Disney would say. But I am currently on a half term, which if you're in the UK, you would know that a half term is basically like a whole bit of time, a whole week off from school. When you work at a school as well, you get that time off. So because of that, I'm going to be using this time to film, to edit, and I don't mind editing on weekends. Like, that's fine. I can sit down and edit. I think it's just when you film, and when I film, I like to put makeup on, as you can see. Don't makeup. By the way, this eye took me forever. This eye, I got done really quick, right? It's my dominant hand, so I got it done really quick. Doing this and doing this other side, really hard. How do people do winged eyeliner like properly and nice and really easy and good? They just go doop, 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 doop. How? I can't do the non-dominant side. I don't know what it is. But, so yeah, I think it's the essence of having to make up, having to make yourself look presentable, having to have washed hair, because a lot of the time when I'm tired, I don't even like want to get in the shower and wash my hair. Like, I want to get in the shower maybe just to do a body wash, but to wash my hair and then dry it and style it and all that sort of stuff, nah, not happening. I am going to be looking at getting like a wavy curler, because I don't get volume here on my head, and like I said that and I've just like pulled volume into my hair, but you'll get what I mean. When I brush it, it stays down, it stays flat, it makes my hair just look like thin and not good. So I've found a styler on Amazon I want to buy when I get paid. That's going to be my little treat for this month. And yeah, I wanted to say that I've been overwhelmed, I've been exhausted, I've been thinking about you guys, and I've been thinking about what I could do on YouTube and like series I could do, and I'll be talking about that later on this reset, but it's been difficult. It's been difficult to actually sit down and record. So I'm glad that I'm doing it now, and I'm glad that hopefully, fingers crossed, I will have a lot of content for you. If I can get my goal, which is very ambitious, but I'm hoping I'm going to be able to do this. So I'm going to start off with one goal, and then we'll get into the actual goals for the month. But this one goal is for this week is to film enough videos to have up until I break up for the summer done. And if you're in England, you know it's about 6 weeks worth of content. That's a lot of content. I've never had to batch that much content before. But hopefully, fingers crossed as tightly as possible, I will have enough content filmed to do that. So that is, to put in perspective, 8 to 9 mental health videos, 8 to 9 vlogs. It's a lot of content to do in a week. But also, it will show me that if I can do it once, I can do it again. So, I'm hoping this is going to help me stay more consistent, and I'm hoping this is going to allow me to stay on YouTube and to also help me get the watch time that I need to be able to get monetized. But I'm going to talk about that further in the video. So let's go ahead and get into the actual proper bit of the video. But I wanted to address why I haven't been here to start off this reset, because you may be thinking, oh, she's finally back, and I've got a plan to stay back. So let's get into the reset. So I wanted to start off by talking about some achievements. I wanted to start lighthearted. I wanted to start off positive. So some of the achievements that I have achieved. These achievements are not necessarily going to be things that are, oh, here's a medal, it's like a big achievement, although it is. So the first one and the most important one and the most, I suppose, big one that I've achieved is 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you so much for everyone who has subscribed, and all my long-term subscribers, all those have joined recently, and everyone in between. I am so happy to have you all here, and I hope you stick around because my mental health content's coming back. I've been recording a load for the past hour and a half, so the mental health content, if you're here for that, is coming back. And in this video, I will be touching on my mental health and talking about how I've been feeling at work, how I've been feeling in general, and touching on that because I do believe it is an important thing to touch on. But yeah, my mental health content is coming back, and I'm really excited for it because there is a really exciting series coming up. And yeah, I'll probably announce that towards the end of the video when I talk about content that's coming up. But I'm just going to continue with the positives. So other things I've achieved. This year, I got a second job at the place that I already work at. So previous to the start of this year, I was working as an after-school care assistant, and that was my only job. I was also doing YouTube, but I don't get paid from YouTube yet. And even with 1,000 subscribers, I'm not quite there with the watch time to be able to get paid. So I don't class this as a job. I class it as a hobby until it pays me. And yes, I'm treating it like a job, but for any of those who are wondering, nope, I'm not getting paid as of this video. I'm hoping soon. My goal is kind of to have by the end of June to be starting to get paid. I'm hoping I'm going to start putting some more shorts out, really trying to sort of get some more audience and hopefully get some more people watching. So if you're wondering how you can help me, watch some of my videos, watch ones that you're not necessarily interested in, watch them all the way through, watch, like, comment, subscribe, all that sort of stuff, all good things, the algorithm. Any interaction actually on videos, good or bad, is actually good signs to the algorithm. Doesn't matter if you leave a thumbs down, a thumbs up, it doesn't matter because any interaction is actually good. So the haters are actually good for my video. I know that sounds kind of backwards, but that's how it works on YouTube. Going on to the second job. So my second job I've now got is a lunchtime supervisor. So that is within the same sort of environment that I'm currently working in. And it is not even the same sort, it is the same environment. It's literally just a separate part of the same school. So I am still working in the same school, just doing 2 different jobs and 2 different groups of kids. So it is really challenging, yet it is very insightful and like a good learning experience. So I'm really enjoying it. I actually am enjoying doing the younger children for the lunchtime supervisor. I'm actually working within nursery, so it is a new thing for me. I've never worked in anyone younger than about 6, so being able to work with children who are 3 and 4 years old is different, but definitely a good different. I do definitely like it. I think it is very nice to get to experience all different age groups. So another thing that I've achieved is I have got slightly better finances. I know that throughout these resets, I have been talking about how my finances are rubbish, how I'm really struggling, and I am still struggling, but I can see a glimmer of hope at the end of that tunnel. You know, when you kind of like walk through a tunnel, it's a really long tunnel, and you start to see like a greyish sort of glimmer at the end of the tunnel. Like, you know, you're ages away from it, but you can see a kind of like a glimmer. That's kind of what it's like right now. So this brings me on nicely into my goals for the rest of the year. So my goals for the rest of the year, as I've briefly touched on, is to be monetized on YouTube and to be able to call business owner and YouTuber and social media like influencer my job, and to have that as my only source of income, but have multiple streams within that sort of niche. So like I'd have probably YouTube, I'd probably have Etsy, I'd probably have my own website, like all that sort of stuff. That's the goal for the next 6 months, basically. Another goal is to basically goes along with that is to save up and to make my finances better, to get out of debt. I keep saying this, I want to get out of debt, and I just struggle to do it. I don't know what it is. If you are like me and you are living pretty much paycheck to paycheck and you are struggling to get out of debt, then I feel you. I feel you. You think sometimes that when you watch YouTubers and they have over 1,000 subscribers, you think, oh, they're getting paid for this and they don't have a money worry in the world. That's not the case here. I don't get paid for any of my videos currently as of this video. So, yeah. Fingers crossed it's going to be soon though, but I don't currently. So it's a misconception with YouTubers that once you get 1,000 subscribers, you assume that person's getting paid for it, but actually I'm one of those people who's not. I have not got the watch hours yet. I'm now going to be going on to another goal, which is more kind of personal related. I want to complete at least 3 diamond art paintings. One of them is like a set of 3. I'm going to count that as 1 because they're small little ones that all go as a set of 3. But my first one, I'm about 80% done, and that is the rose painting that I have for my best friend. And as I said, I'm about 80% done with that one. I don't know, maybe 75? I'm not entirely sure. I'm quite far done with that one, but not fully done. Then I have a set of 3, which I am doing for someone else in my life. I can't say who it is because it's for their birthday, and their birthday's not until next month. So, yeah, I can't quite say who that's for. But it is a set of 3 that I'm then going to be pasting onto some white card and then framing in like probably a black frame. So white card, the whatever the diamond paintings are. I can't even say what they are because he or she will probably guess who they are. So yeah, I'm going to be pasting these onto white card, and then I'm going to be framing it in a nice black frame. I've got to try and find a black frame, but I think I'm going to go to the range for that because the range does have some really cool frames and stuff. But yeah, that's kind of my goals, I think. I might add some more in if I talk and then think of some more. So whilst I was changing my battery, I actually thought of one more goal. And then after that, I'm going to be going into my content that's going to be released within the next few months, because I've only planned the next few months. And I've got 2 different series that will be coming soon. So let's do that last goal. So the last goal is to declutter and sell what I can sell on Vinted. So currently I am selling like some of my stuff on Vinted, and I'm really excited to kind of get that little bit of extra income. And yeah, it's going kind of well. But if you'd like to buy anything from my Vinted, I will leave my Vinted username in the description box down below. So yeah, go free, check it out, you know. I do sell a variety of things. I have plus size clothing if it's clothing, and I wear a size 7 or 8 shoe. So I'll be going through some of my shoes and trying to give away the ones that are quite decent. But yeah, that is kind of what I'm looking for. I also am trying to buy from somebody a pair of Skechers, which I probably would have already got by the time this video comes out. But yeah, this is kind of the plan. But let's go on to talk about the content for the next few months and those 2 series that I've been talking about and that I'm really excited to bring to you guys. The first series that I was mentioning at the very beginning of this video, that I said, oh, I'm going to talk about it when I talk about content. The very first series that I'm going to bring into you guys, which will be kind of not replacing Mental Health Monday, but it will be the Mental Health Monday for a little while once it starts, is my autism series. So I have recently been diagnosed with autism at the ripe old age of 28, and I want to be talking about my experience, my advice, like what I went through, and then once I get my write up for my diagnosis and stuff, I want to talk about my criteria that I met, like my symptoms, my recommended things for work and bits and pieces. I want to talk through all of that. I haven't got my write up yet, so I can't do that yet, but hopefully it will be a good enough video to put together. You know what I mean? That's the plan. I've been watching some other people and other creators as to what they've been doing from when they got their autism assessment. So I'll actually leave a few around my head, a few of their icons around my head, and I'll probably also link them in the description box down below. But one of the ones I've been really enjoying watching recently is Sarah-Louise, I think her name is. It's definitely Sarah, but I think it's Sarah-Louise. And what drew me to her initially was the fact that her middle name's Louise, like me. But then also when I started watching her content, I was like, oh, she's autistic too. Ooh, I've really been enjoying it, and I've really been enjoying seeing a fellow autistic and what they make as content. So yeah, that's what I've been watching a lot of recently. But as we're on the topic, let's talk about other creators that I've been really enjoying watching. So I've been watching Elle Swift. I think it's Elle Swift or Ellie Swift. I think her name's actually Ellie, but it says Elle on her thing. the Swift family, anyway. Absolutely love watching them. They recently moved to America, which is like my dream, not going to lie. Absolutely love their vlogs and just love, like, I don't know, I love family vloggers, but ones that are like Elle, like Ellie. You know, when they respect their children's privacy, but they still get the job done. You know, that's kind of what I want to do. Like, I don't like family vloggers, like the family vloggers that just are too intimate with their kids. Like, I like watching the Nelson family, the Nelsons, whatever they're called. I think they're just called Nelsons or the Nelsons or something like that. They are a family of 16 children, 2 adults, or some of the kids are adults now, but they are basically, they've got, I think it's like 6 biological, 8 or 9 adopted, something like that. Not entirely sure, but basically it's a Christian. They're all Christian, I think, and they vlog. They basically vlog their life. They do cheer competitions. They do like that vlogs going out and about and things like that. And that was the first ever vlog family I think I started watching. I like quite a variety of content, to be fair. I also do watch true crime, so I watch Kendall. I like watching 10 to Life with Elise. There's one other person, but I can't remember her name. Emma Kenny, that's her name. Absolutely love watching those like 3 different true crimers. I put the true crime on the background and I just like either eat my dinner or I sit and type up, you know, bits and pieces for like the editing of like YouTube, or I write scripts for YouTube whilst literally watching YouTube. But yeah, if you've got any recommendations for fellow content creators or anything like that, any content creators that you like, that you think I might like, then please leave them in the comment section down below, because I'm always looking for recommendations. And that brings us nicely on to the second series that I've been talking about, that's going to be on Fridays, but it's going to become a series. So it'll be a series for a few videos, and that goes along with one of my goals, decluttering, and it's going to be a decluttering series. So I'm going to be like vlogging and decluttering and showing bits of my flat. My flat's very embarrassing. It's got a lot of decluttering to do, but I'm hoping that I show the real side of autism and special interests and like loving things and like basically collecting items so much that it becomes almost borderline hoarding. Like, you know, I want to show the real side of having a mental illness and not washing up for days and then regretting that when you actually have to go and wash up and things like that. So yeah, I'm going to be decluttering, and that's going to be a series. I'm going to be showing you me decluttering, putting it on vintage. Like, I'm going to be being honest about, you know, just what my goals are, because I'm sitting in my living room, right? And this is now my permanent filming space, I think. The only reason that I'm doing it this way round, and I've got a nice light that I got from TikTok shop above my camera. It's like a little square light about this big, and it's basically like a mini studio light. It is actually really good. Takes normal AA batteries, and I use the rechargeable ones because it just makes it a lot more cheaper and easier to do. But behind this is actually natural light. So I could be using the natural light right now, but my flat is just not in a tidy enough place to be able to do that. And I would love to be able to do that, although I kind of am vibing with the purple background. What do you think? I'm kind of vibing with it because I do actually love purple and it kind of goes with my branding, and yeah. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think purple background, or shall I try and use natural light more, and shall I eventually aim to be able to vlog more around my flat? I don't know. We'll see. Content that I would love to bring to you guys also is more baking videos. I did do a couple of baking videos, and what made me think of this was I did a baking video of baking my brother's Manchester City football cake, and that was over 1.5 years ago, nearly 2 years ago now, and it's still getting views. People seem to love baking and watching people bake. So I think I'm going to try and think of a nice setup for it, because I don't think the setup that I had wasn't very good. And I think that was mainly because my kitchen's a mess and it's always a mess. But I want to get like, I don't know, I want to see if I can find a better way to do it and basically start sharing some of my recipes as well, because I've got some really nice recipes that I've modified. Like, I've got shortbread that I put protein powder in and altered the recipe a bit to make like protein shortbread cookies. Like, yeah, that sort of thing. And I've made protein cupcakes before and things like that. And it makes a unhealthy snack become slightly less unhealthy, because protein helps you to stay fuller for longer. So even if you have like a breakfast muffin that's not really a breakfast muffin, but it is healthier than just having a muffin that's got no goodness in it whatsoever. Like, I put chocolate protein in it, or I put like things like that. Like, I recently made protein sorbet, literally putting protein powder in sorbet and freezing it into like little portions. Yeah, that's basically what I've been doing. And I really love it. I really love doing that. I really love the idea of sharing recipes. And I think, yeah, I would love to do that. So if you would like to see baking videos, then that's encouragement for me to actually sort my flat out. So if you'd like that, then leave a comment down below and I will try and get my flat sorted enough to actually share some baking videos because, yeah, I don't know.
Just like you're young again, no, don't you cry. Just get back up again.